So, Paul, we just watched Man from Toronto, a new movie on Netflix. I love Netflix films. Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart. Actors I really like. Mm-hmm. I like Kevin Hart in comedy, although his shtick is starting to become the exact same over and over. Not even just his shtick with his humor. You know how Kevin Hart likes to ramble? I don't know what I meant like this. Well, in his last couple movies, the one with The Rock, the CIA.
That was a long time ago.
No, but the CIA agent, Night School. It's this guy who won't tell his girlfriend the truth, and he's a loser, and he's trying to sneak around and not let her know. All three of those movies have that exact same plot with a different co-star.
Well, that's because when you think of Kevin Hart, there's only one character you can think of. And
no, but you got to do some other stuff, Kevin.
Well, I could see him as a dramatic actor.
Even Ride Along, same kind of thing. He could be, I've seen him in a dramatic role, but he can act. But I think he gets hired as that character all the time, or he's writing these and co-writing them. And
now, if you're anything like me, and I hope you're not, you saw this thumbnail, Man from Toronto, and I said, I don't want to watch that, because Toronto is a Canadian thing, and everything about Canada is boring. Like, who wants
Hi,
to watch,
Canadians!
Who wants
We're
to watch
Canadians!
Man from Vancouver? No. Put any town in the... Man from Sarasota. Oh, okay, I'll get into that. Man from...
Sarasota.
Anchorage. Okay, but Man from Toronto? There's no mystery there. Nobody cares about Canada.
Man
boring,
from any city is not a title for a movie anyway.
But he's an assassin. And in this organization, everybody is Man from Vienna, Man from Moscow. He's Man from Toronto.
Yeah.
And like every assassin movie, the organization turns against him. And
he gets a heart. Get it? Huh? See what I did there?
That's bad.
Kevin Hart ends up, he's trying to surprise he's an unsuccessful idea guy who comes up with things like contactless boxing. Not for exercise. Actual contactless boxing. Oh, you're mad at that guy? Get in the ring with him, but you don't actually hit. You just do this.
Yeah.
That's his idea.
He's a loser. He doesn't have a real job. He's always this get-rich-quick guy with these bad ideas. Nothing ever works out, and his wife is just kind of hanging on.
Yeah, he's trying to do all this YouTube channel with all this fitness gear he's trying to sell, and it all falls apart and doesn't work, that kind of thing. But then he has this trip planned with his wife, and they're supposed to go off to this cabin. They can't read the address because there's low toner.
He's such a loser that he forgot to fill the printer toner.
Yeah, that's kind of like he's like you. He's a procrastinator. He puts off everything he can possibly do until it's last minute. And so he can't read the address. He ends up going to an address, and it's an assassination, like it's an interrogation going on.
Yeah, there are guys there. They're torturing a guy from information, and they're waiting for the man from Toronto. They don't know what he looks like, and then Kevin Hart shows up before that assassin, and they think he's the assassin guy.
Yeah, and while he's getting out of the car, one of the assassins takes a picture and sends it to their boss saying he's here. So from now on, that picture is the only picture of the Man from Toronto, so everyone thinks it's Kevin Hart. And of course, the real Man from Toronto is Woody Harrelson, who really goes over the top in his dark hat, the bolo hat, and all this other stuff, all dressed in black. Now, at the beginning, I liked his character. His torturing thing at the beginning that he was doing and just intimidating, I liked that. But then the movie is, like I've been saying all along with Netflix, and I mentioned this to you, that it's all flash and no substance. There's lots of action-cutting scenes, and there's lots of explosion scenes, and the script is about a page and a half long.
Well, like, I started watching Spiderhead, and I would get that criticism if you were talking about Spiderhead. I had to bail on that one because it was very, very shallow. But you have to distinguish between like a story movie and a popcorn movie.
True, but this is a Netflix popcorn movie. And if you can sum it all down into fighting, Kevin Hart being confused, and running. And that's and I don't even think they wrote the action scenes. They said, Woody Harrelson fights man from Miami here. And then the next one, girl shoots bazooka. They run through cars as they explode, and there's like a 3-minute scene of them just running through cars and this
You're
explosion.
exaggerating.
No, I'm not. I'm going like this. I'm going like,
listen.
The whole scene.
We've been accused.
Yes.
Of being a little grumpy.
Yes.
Of taking things a little bit too seriously.
Okay. Well,
Now, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, for a Netflix film, this is better than Woman in the Window.
Well, yeah.
Those Who Wish Me Dead.
What did we give Woman in the Window? A 1?
I said this is better.
Yeah, well, that's not hard.
This is as good as Six Underground, and we were okay with that one.
I still like Six Underground much better than this.
Kevin Hart plays a great loser. It was a little bit long at times.
Yeah.
But like
they let him riff a little bit too much.
Yeah.
A little too long in the scenes, which is what really started to annoy me.
Yeah. But I loved Woody Harrelson's character. I thought he played the tough guy really well. And my wife turns to me when it just started. She goes, "Oh, that's Woody Harrelson. I thought it was Jason Statham." Well, Jason Statham was supposed to be that character, but then backed out. So,
Jason Statham would have been intimidating too. That would have been good because the fight scenes would have been a lot more realistic had Jason Statham been in there.
I thought Woody did a great job.
He did okay, but it's a typical action movie where guy walks in, 4 guys over there, goes pew, 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 kills all 4. Then all of a sudden there's a main character, the same guy shooting, and he can't hit nothing. Anybody ever again.
Yeah. Well, there was this time where like a bunch of assassins are hired to take care of Woody's character, Man from Toronto, and they come in and they can't hit anything, like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And these guys are assassins.
Yeah. But they can take a lot of damage. They're like tanks in video games because one guy had his arm cut with a chainsaw, and they still kept coming.
But if you want a popcorn movie with action and some comedy,
yeah.
I think this is an okay watch.
It's an okay watch.
Yeah.
It's a typical Netflix film. It's not Hollywood quality, although some of the Hollywood films are coming out like this now too. What would you give this film?
I'd probably give it a 6.5.
I'll give it a 6. I would not have been happy had I paid for this.
I would have been okay.
In the film. I probably wouldn't have been happy. But, hey, 2 stars I like. Woody Harrelson I always like in these characters. He has a little bit of a quirkiness to him. But Kevin Hart's... You're playing the same character every single time now. It's becoming a little bit stale.
Well, the good thing is that he's not overexposed. Like, there was a time where Jim Carrey was in everything, and his shtick was the same, but you see it every 2 seconds. Now, Kevin Hart, yeah, it's the same shtick, but his movies come out infrequently.
Yeah, well, that could be because of the Oscar fiasco that happened a few years back. He's not getting as many roles anymore. More than that. But okay, 6.5. It's on Netflix. If you have it, it's free. Why not watch it? It was okay. I would not have seen it in the theater. You would have been okay with it.
Yeah, if I would have gone into the theater, because this Man from Toronto, come on.
You probably wouldn't have even... Nope, we're not reviewing that, Don. Okay, send Mark. All right, well, let us know what you guys think. Do you think Kevin Hart's stick is getting a little bit long in the tooth, or are you still enjoying it? Because he's funny on stand-up. I still like him in stand-up. But, yeah, a little bit predictable now. Until next time, we'll see you on the channel.